Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Tempo.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. 12 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Push him back.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 81 yards. And they are an ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. I got you, Pop.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
One.
Mike's Fofo.
Hey, team 6.
Here's Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the...
And he'll be taken down. And for the moment, a big loss, but we do have a penalty marker to attend to. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike's Fofo. All day. 44th to Mike. 44th to Mike. Hey, man.
Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 10. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Waiting.
Switch up.
Now Leonard Fournette. Look at the spin. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
13.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Yellow.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, 15.
Stretch.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh, no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. High throw, but the catch is made. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
At the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. He completes it to Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Two yards, good enough for a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Foles. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's go.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 57.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
11 yards there, first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Back to throw here. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to return it to the 20.
Thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice job.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Foles. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
$39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4. Attack! 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. 53 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
All day, every day.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, Silver.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
180.
Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Going 5-3. Going.
Now on 2nd and 16. Foles. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go, boy.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes pass caught by Watkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
They'll look to throw. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
43.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yellow.
Go. Go.
15.
44. Mike, 44.
He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Mike's Bobo.
Come on,
To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.
Took me so long getting